computer, but there was absolutely nothing.
The Fang Gang hit a dead end too. They asked everyone from petty thugs to top mercs, but no one's heard a peep about her.
What about Lucius? Where is he now?
In the hospital. Apparently he's starting to recover, but there's no telling when he'll wake up. The doctors want to use medicine to wake him, but the Aurora industry lawyers keep denying him treatment. It's like they're stalling for time or something.
I don't have time to wait for him to wake up. I'll drag him, the doctors, and the meds out of the hospital if I have to. I need answers now.
Straight to the point, huh? I like it.
Same here. It's just... won't this make Rosalind even more upset? Maybe I should buy her a gift ahead of time?
T-Max is monitoring the entire city through the Public Security Bureau. We'll have to take this abandoned underground passage to avoid getting caught. This way. The tunnels down here are complicated and it's easy to get lost, so stay close.
The stage has long been set. Finally, the protagonists take the stage.
You left the squad on your own. No one will be responsible if something happens.
What are you doing? I'm the heir of the Todd family. You're all as good as dead. Why are you looking at me like that? Aside from me, the clueless rich kid with good connections, everyone else on Team X is either a senior investigator or a veteran soldier. It took a lot of planning to put on this little show, you know. But on to more serious matters. I paid Wednesday a substantial sum of money to complete a certain request. However, since you failed to carry out your mission, all of your subsequent operations will now be under my command.
Are you talking nonsense? Or have you completely lost it?
You mean you don't know? I see. And here I thought Aglia, or rather, Gray Fox, had figured it out a long time ago.
Gray Fox? I mean, what are you talking about? We don't know any Gray.
Let it go, Anka. He clearly knows Gray Fox's true identity. Tell me, Asarada, what exactly is this request you mentioned?
It's so much easier to talk to someone with an actual brain. The truth is, I am Phantom, the one who hired Wednesday to steal file 049 from Aurora Industries. I paid a deposit of 500,000 Norn, and yet I received nothing in return. As your employer, I've decided to change the terms instead of demanding my money back. Surely that's acceptable to you, yes?
Researcher! Another DM from Phantom just came through on the Darknet forum. They're changing the terms and want us to follow Asarada's lead from now on. The top-rated employer on the forum with the most orders and the biggest payouts? That was you?
How could you put your own sister in such danger, you fool? Because of you, the Federation is hunting us down. And her...
Forgive me, Miss Nola, but it was all an accident, and I'm just as much a victim as any of you. At the time, one of my subordinates mentioned that Aurora Industries had stolen a very important file related to Omnium technology. I figured Lucius had simply stolen yet another file from one of his competitors. Thinking it would interest you, I posted the request with the full expectation that you would accept it. However, I had no idea that the stolen file was actually Federation property.
Quit lying! Team X is hunting us down over file 049, and you're their captain. There's no way you didn't know about this.
Do you honestly believe I would have gotten Aglia involved if I knew it was a classified Federation file? Furthermore, I'm not foolish enough to give you petty thieves an advantage over Lucius.
Pretty bold of you to look down on Wednesday like that. Remind me, who was the one who offered us 1 million Norn for our services? You were so scared I'd turn down your offer that you stayed up all night just to reply to me.
1 million Norn may seem like a large sum to you, but it's nothing to people like us. Besides, I only went to all that trouble for Aglia's sake, not for you or anyone else.
For Gray Fox? What does she have to do with this?
Your ignorance is astounding, I must say. Did it ever occur to you that a young lady her age needs plenty of rest in order to grow into a healthy adult? Of course not, because all you care about is making your paltry wages. That's why you kept Aglia awake at all hours of the night, forcing her to open password-protected safes and whatnot.
So let me get this straight. You were worried that your sister wasn't sleeping enough, so you offered Anka a million Norn job to stop her from keeping Grey Fox awake at night. But when you made the request, you had no idea that the Aurora Industries file was actually File 049, which was property of the Federation.
Correct. And as a result of my careless actions, our rotten father must have locked her away to avoid arousing the Federation's suspicions. I can't bear it any longer, which is why I need you people to rescue her.
Your rotten father? That sounds kind of familiar. Hey, Anka, could you play Grey Fox's last recorded message? orders.
Todd Family Residence, Frey speaking. How may I assist you?
Hello, Frey. I wish to speak to my father.
Understood. I'm okay, sir.
That cough still hasn't
There was
gone
simply
away?
a delay in my
Are you
medicine
not taking your
delivery
medicine
this
as
week.
prescribed?
It was due to an update in the hospital's system, so please don't hold it against the doctor, young master. Your father is ready to receive your call now. Understood. I'm okay, sir. There was simply a delay in my medicine delivery this week. It was due to an update in the hospital's system, so please don't hold it against the doctor, young master. Your father is ready to receive your call now.
Good day, sir. This is Henderson speaking. Your father just finished with an important meeting and is now having a cup of tea. He will be with you momentarily.
Why do you have 2 stewards working for you?
First off, we have a steward at each of our residences, so we have way more than just 2. On top of that, someone as capable as Frey has his own assistant. But Henderson is my father's personal valet. He's just filling in as steward at our new place for now.
This had better be important, Asurada. I'm joining several high-level Federation members for a round of golf soon, so you have exactly 5 minutes to tell me whatever it is you need to tell me.
I'll dispense with the unnecessary small talk then, Father. I would like for you to release Aglia.
We've been over this already, Asurada. I had you appointed as captain of Team X specifically to prevent the Federation from uncovering Aglia's history as a hacker. My conditions for releasing her are still the same. Eliminate every member of Wednesday, find a scapegoat to take the fall as Grey Fox, and ensure that Aglia is no longer being pursued.
First of all, we never discussed anything regarding Team X. You simply forced me to comply after putting Aglia under house arrest. Secondly, when she finally reconnects with the outside world, I don't want her first discovery to be that her father and brother joined forces to eliminate all of her friends.
We have no other choice, Asurada. Ace's refusal to disband Wednesday gave Meryl the chance to dig up the truth. You're now our final hope to protect Aglia.
And that's precisely the reason I accepted my assignment as captain of Team X. But now that I've had time to investigate the entire matter, I realize that your plan is far from reasonable. The members of Wednesday are skilled and trustworthy, and Aglia values them highly as friends. For that reason, I believe they are more valuable to us alive rather than dead.
What value could a lowly band of thieves possibly have? Now stop wasting my time, Asurada. The sooner you finish them off, the sooner Aglia can regain her freedom.
I'm afraid I must refuse, Father. You raised me to be your successor, and now I must consider our family's future. I'll prove the value of keeping Wednesday alive to you, and then I will convince Secretary General Kieran to pardon them, thus cementing the Todd family's honorable status in the eyes of the entire Federation. That is my plan, and now it is your turn to accept it.
You're walking on thin ice, Asurada. Kieran is the last person you want to provoke, so...
All right, enough with the formalities. It's go time. Just follow my lead, and I can guarantee a smooth rescue for Aglia.
Smooth rescue? How are we supposed to do that, now that you've taunted the enemy and given away our next move? Plus, we still don't know where Grey Fox is being held.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. My father may have placed Aglia under house arrest, but that doesn't mean he would subject his beloved daughter to any further indignities. She's probably lounging in some villa, cut off from the world, but pampered like a queen.
I see. Then all we have to do is go through a list of the Todd family's properties. Let's see. Oh no. How are there so many of them?
Would you like to hear an interesting story about my cousin? One day, she was driving down the road when she saw a beautiful villa and decided to buy it. But when she looked up the owner's information, she was surprised to discover that she had already purchased it long ago and had simply forgotten about it.
You just can't resist flaunting your family's wealth, can you? If you're actually going to help us rescue Grey Fox, then I suggest you keep your nonsense to yourself.
It's hardly nonsense, my dear. I mentioned that we assign different stewards to each of our estates, yes? Because Henderson, the steward I just spoke to, has most likely been assigned to the seaside villa that my father recently purchased. If so, then Aglia is definitely being held there. I will show you the way, but you three will be in charge of the rescue operation itself. Come with me.
Wait, Asurada. If you knew all this, and all it took was a single phone call to find out Grey Fox's location, why haven't you rescued her yourself? By asking us to do it, it looks like you're just setting us up.
You're as perceptive as they say, Miss Nola. Rest assured, everything I've said up until this point is entirely truthful. The last thing I want is for my sister to spend the rest of her life hating me for hurting her friends. The reason I require your assistance is because my own subordinates are loyal only to the Todd family name, which means they would never choose me over my father. You three, on the other hand, will surely help me if it means rescuing Aglia.
So, in spite of all your money, you came to us for help because you can't trust anyone around you, huh? Suddenly, I'm not all that jealous of you.
Come, it won't do to keep Aglia waiting. Relax. They'd probably be glad to see me gone. They'll just put someone else in charge.
Why is that?
An infamous profiteer and his incompetent son have been placed in charge of a team of elite soldiers and highly trained agents. How would you feel if you were in their position?